Oh no. He's
Uh,
back.
uh.
There. The box is
Okay.
invincible. That's that makes me mad. Hello everyone, I'm Dan.
And I'm Austin.
And we're here to play games.
Badly.
Welcome back to Xenosaga Cutscenes Edition.
Yeah.
Last time on Xenosaga Episode 2, we finished up the GS campaign, or at least as much of it as we can do for now. Now we're going to be heading up to the UMN Center to continue the main story scenario.
Yeah. Things were going crazy with Momo last time.
Oh yeah,
And the Y data.
as in why?
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Albedo, you jerk.
Yeah, I wasn't going to skills, I was going to GS campaign. So, as a reminder here, this is what it should generally look like if you're going to get as many of the GS campaigns done as you can. And also, I do want to point out that I managed to do the bookcase minigame and got the skill upgrade and class upgrades, which are pretty handy. And that minigame is a royal pain.
Yeah. It was fun to watch him suffer, though. Just a little bit.
Perhaps we could have a mini episode at some point of me just suffering a mini game.
Maybe. We'll think about it.
We'll consider it.
The council will consider your request.
Indeed.
All right.
Here we go.
Cutscene time.
What are you talking about? What reason could there possibly be for the immigrant fleet to deploy ships to Second Milsha?
Now, let's not be so quick to judge. Let's at least hear what they have to say. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to speak.
Oh, hello.
Once in this region of space, there existed the great land of Milsha. As you all know, when the unfortunate events occurred 14 years ago, that land, along with mankind's greatest treasure, was sealed away like a cursed past. That greatest of treasures originally belonged to all of mankind. And we of the immigrant fleet had been its caretakers from time immemorial.
Now wait just a minute. All Zohar activity currently falls under the jurisdiction of the Federation. You aren't trying to monopolize that great treasure for yourselves now, are you?
We wouldn't dream of it. All I am saying is, there are those who would claim it as their own.
Like
Are you
us.
insinuating that the Miltian government would do such a thing?
They have clearly used the events of 14 years ago to justify their mobilization. To demonstrate that they have summoned the great evil, Proto-Merkaba, in an attempt to reignite the flames of conflict across the galaxy. They intend to take advantage of the chaos of war to use the relic in Old Milsha for their own self-interests. In response to these usurpers, the Miltian government, we propose to reclaim our long-standing traditional rights to be the caretakers of the relic.
The incident you speak of was perpetrated by the UTIC organization. All accusations against the Miltian government were officially cleared, were they not? I believe there was even evidence provided by Vector.
Yes, but there are also rumors that Vector is supporting the Miltian government. I wonder just how trustworthy Vector's data really is. Where is the Miltian government's representative now?
Where is Representative Helmer? Doesn't he have anything to say in this matter?
He's a little busy putting out fires.
Doesn't seem fair, does it?
Putting out fires that the UTIC created.
While they debate politics.
It's been a long time, Lieutenant General. Or do you prefer Representative Helmer of the 2nd Miltian Parliament?
The old way is fine, Captain. It suits me more. Well, Captain, aren't you going to ask me why I've come?
I've got a fairly good idea.
Fine. Then I'll get straight to the point. Captain, I'd like to enlist your services once again.
2 words.
I believe you already
I
know
am retired.
Yes, it's been a while.
The data you entrusted to Kanan. I want to find out the truth it holds.
That evidence was obtained illegally. It won't stand up in court.
I don't care. If I can just find out who our real enemy is, that'll be more than enough. I want to know, Captain.
Lieutenant General, these days I am but a lowly used bookseller. I'm not sure I'm capable of meeting your expectations. This is...
Have
The
a
truth
PS
will
controller.
surely be of great benefit to you as well.
Uh-huh.
Lieutenant General, you must realize that in order to unravel the data that I passed to Kanan, we have to go back there. I assume you are aware of what that means?
I'm well aware. And I'm ready.
Going back to old Miltia.
That would stand to reason.
Shion. I thought we were getting someone from the 3rd Division. This is outside of 1st Division's jurisdiction, isn't it?
Yes. Normally the 3rd Division would have sent someone, but we were closer. It's just easier for me to take care of it. Besides, I've already had everything we need transported over. Don't worry, we've got the technical side covered. You can relax.
Honestly, Chief, you're so stubborn. You know, you're gonna have a hard time with the 3rd Division later.
Yet, in spite of that, Alan, you're still right here helping.
What? Well, I can't leave it all to the Chief now, can I?
Junior, we want to save Momo too. Or do you think Alan and I aren't reliable enough?
No. Well, I don't know about Alan, but I'm glad you're here, Shion.
Hey, what is that
We're
supposed
short
to...
on time. As soon as you're ready, let's go.
Oof.
Alan always getting busted on.
Well, I can't speak for Alan, but Shion, I'm glad you're here.
What's that supposed to mean?
There's no time to talk. We gotta get going. Chief.
Okay, so I think I'm trying to remember where stuff is. I don't know. That's not the right way. Anyway, so we can talk to Alan, but there is a save point, so I just wanted to point it out before we go into it. I think it's actually the opposite direction of where I just came from. Alright, well. I know there's one at the front of the building, so if you want to save right now, you can do so, but we're going to go ahead and just talk to Alan here.
Alright. Is everyone ready to dive? Momo's subconscious domain is likely in a highly unstable state. I don't know what dangers you may face, as you should make sure you're all well prepared. As soon as you're ready, I'll begin the dive. I'll wait here, so just let me know.
Yeah, so he's alerting you next time you talk to him, you're going to begin the dive. So let's do that.
If there are no problems, I'll commence the dive. Are you ready?
Oh yeah, we are ready.
All right, then I'll initiate the dive.
That's a go.
Thanks, Alan. You're the best.
Mr. Reliable.
Mm-hmm.
The dive subjects for this operation will be the Chief, Junior, Chaos, and Ziggy. I've also arranged for Kos-mos data to be simultaneously transmitted from 2nd Division into the Encephalon. I'm sure having her around will be reassuring.
That's good thinking, Alan.
Our dive target is Momo Mizrahi's subconscious domain, which is modeled after Sakura Mizrahi's memories. Like the dive into Kos-mos Encephalon, there is a possibility of resonant memory playbacks with those who've closely shared time and space with her.
This time, that'd be me.
Junior?
Dr. Mizrahi told me that Sakura suffered from a central nervous system disorder. Did you have contact with her?
I did. The going theory was that Sakura's symptoms were somehow connected to unusual wave pulses within the UMN. She was being attended to at the Yuriev Institute, where her treatment was also a part of the URTV's UMN link training.
Sakura. The girl Momo was modeled after?
I'd like to ask you something. What is Udu exactly? Why were you URTVs created? To fight it?
Udu is the Unus Mundus Drive Operation System. From the name, it might sound like some UMN control AI. But that thing was not created by human hands.
Yes. That thing? That's no AI. Nothing that simple could have created a space-time anomaly.
Exactly. He just picked the name because it sounded good. At first, they tried to make us believe it too. They said it was an artificial consciousness within the UMN that was carrying some kind of dangerous waves. But that was a total lie. Our father, Dmitry Yuriev, knew about it from the start. All right, open spiritual link. All URTVs, match your individual waves to mine. Here it comes.
I'm scared, Rubito. Don't let go of my hand.
Concentrate, Albedo. Just do it like in training and you'll be fine. What the?
Don't stop.
Rubito! Emergency cutoff! Shutting down spiritual link! I know what I'm doing. Even though we think of them as mental waves, the resulting anti-particle collision with us will be converted directly into thermal energy. Ted knew everything. That bastard!
The link is already complete. We can't stop it. No! Rubito, don't let go!
No! I'm cutting the link!
Don't let go!
So what is it?
It's an energy from a higher dimension. An entity humans couldn't possibly control. It's ironic that we URTVs are its anti-existence. Yet, we were never told what it really is.
Voodoo.
Voodoo. Yes.
Encephalon construction complete. We can open the interconnection at any time now.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, everyone, just relax and enjoy the trip. Don't worry, I'm a pro at this.
Starting preparation for interconnection linkage.
He's right. We're in good hands.
Band secured. Opening cage partition. System monitors are showing normal values.
Kos-mos data transfer confirmed. Initiating reconstruction.
Confirmed transport of external data. Readying prime field formation.
All preparations for direct approach complete.
All right, let's go.
Well, at least this time when they go in the Encephalon, it's intentional and not just a... Why are we all here now?
Indeed. Now we know what Voodoo stands for, too.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Uh-huh.
Questions to what exactly the Unus Mundus network is.
The UMN.
Yeah, well, yes, thank you.
Used for FTL, used for data transfer, but yeah, I mean, what is it? Really,
Right.
what is it really? Those are
Right,
what it's used
exactly.
for, right?
Where are we?
The world inside Momo's subconscious domain. Sakura's inner world. Momo! Momo, you're okay.
Fine, okay.
Can't you hear me? Say something.
It's no use, Junior. She's not going to answer.
Why not? She's right there in front of us.
She fractured her brain, dog.
Her personality layer is offline. Plus, her neural network's completely fragmented. She can't understand anything we say. She may not be able to even hear us right now.
No. Damn it.
The Momo you're seeing here is nothing more than a product of her own subconscious. Even if she were able to take some sort of action, it would only be a simple reflex. Momo, even in her current state, she's still trying so hard to help us.
What are you doing? We don't have much time. Do you want to worry Momo even more?
Right. Momo, just hang on a little bit longer.
Come on, Momo, let's go. I swear I'll always keep you safe.
All right, so we're in the subconscious domain. We have Chaos, Momo, Kos-mos, Ziggy Jr., and Shion. Kos-mos starts at level 16. Pretty good stats. I'm a big fan of her in this game. And yeah, we'll get into her skills a little bit later. And yeah.
All right. Subconscious domain.
Yeah.
Save point.
And we will save right here. I'm going to save in slot 1. There we go.
All right.
Enter the house.
Where you can blow up the phone.
Exactly.
To reveal a music box.
Look, a music box. Anyway.
Yeah.
Blow up the screen, kind of.
Do you not do anything with the music box?
Nope.
Hmm.
It's just kind of there.
Interesting.
Yeah, so there's some skill upgrades, C's here. I don't think there's anything else to really do here, so we'll head up the stairs. We got a room we can go into up here.
Is that Momo?
No.
It's Sakura.
Clearly, her hair's not pink.
Rubido, it's all dark. It's kind of cramped in here. I know. Just shut up for a second, will ya? I'm scared. Turn the light on. Cut it out. Quit moving around so much. Ow! Sorry. Quit pushing, stupid.
Nice.
What is this place?
Oh, we must have messed up the connection coordinates.
Albedo, you stepped on my foot in there!
Huh? I did not.
Uh-huh. That's us 14 years ago.
It wasn't me. It must have been Negredo.
No way, that was your foot!
That girl is our contact target.
No
The coordinates
way,
were correct.
Your foot.
That girl, she's looking at us.
I'm sorry.
You guys.
Next time, we'll come in through the door.
Wait! You guys. You can hear what I'm saying?
Was she not able to communicate to other people?
I'm so happy you came.
All right. Sakura's room. Look, a bunny. Oh no. He's back. All right. So most of this section is running after the phantoms of Rubido, Negredo, and Albedo.
Do they explain why Rubido doesn't get older? Or at least taller? Like his body doesn't physically grow anymore?
I believe so.
Okay.
There is an explanation, is the way I should put that. I don't remember how much of it is explained.
Gotcha. Wub, wub, wub.
Time to teleport. Goodbye.
Next time, don't teleport us into a closet.
Too bad.
Yep.
Dimitri, are you sure those boys are going to be able to help with Sakura's treatment?
I don't believe the condition your daughter suffers from is a mere natural disorder. Therefore, contact with the anti-Udu waveforms within the URTVs will be beneficial for her.
Hypersensitivity to the synchronicity of the UMN. We never had diseases like that when the universe was still small.
UMN dive operation, phase 6 complete. URTV team commencing dive out, starting from number 660. Now opening dive pods.
That girl gave me a message. She said, please tell my mother that I love her. What else? She said, I got a seashell treasure box for my birthday last year. If you tell my mother that, she'll understand.
So, the wavelengths matched up.
You were able to talk to Sakura? So, what's your name?
Rubido! I mean, URTV unit number 666.
Rubido, please keep telling me the things she says. All right?
Yes, ma'am!
Mom.
What is this place? The Yuriev Institute. It's the URTV development facility, the place where I was made. It feels strange, like time has stopped. The people here can't see us? Yeah, it looks like it. This place is frozen in time at a point when Sakura was alive. But why here? How do we save Momo? It would seem that those 3 phantoms are the key. They look like they're leading us somewhere. Right, we don't have time to wander around. Let's go look for them.
Mission, pursue the phantoms. Go!
But they're all imposters.
That's true.
I'm funny. Anyway.
Ha! Such a funny.
Where are these kids going?
They are very busy.
Did
Mm-hmm.
Did Mizrahi say hypersensitivity to the synchronicities of the UMN?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what Sakura suffers from.
So, yeah, this just kind of, again, begs the question what the UMN is specifically. And would it exist if Udu didn't?
Would the UMN exist if Udu didn't?
Right, because it's the Unimundus drive operator, or whatever.
Unus Mundus drive operation system.
Operation system, yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, it's supposedly the OS of the UMN, if that gives you an idea on what the relationship is. Although, Rubido also did say they kind of made that up, so.
Yeah. Because they don't know how else to label it, I think is the gist there.
Yeah.
Because it's not only that, it's also the core, sort of the Zohar that we know of. So,
yep.
How that all ties together.
It's funny because Udu, I believe, it was a term was created in the first game, but they never really had the acronym for it worked out until this one. I'm pretty sure. So, not the whoever made up what Udu's name is in universe is the only one making things up. But you know, it's a fictional story. You know, at what point? But it is interesting that this wasn't really a thing until episode 2.
Sure.
Udu was initially supposed to just evoke kind of a primal sense as a name, that is, like the way it sounds.
Well, yeah, I mean, if we're talking something as old as it is, then primal is probably the best descriptor of it.
Yeah. Keep it going.
Supernatural in some form.
That's what it seems like.
Yeah. It's the piano.
Sakura. She really can't talk in this world.
That's right. The neural pathways that recognize the outside world and allow her to express herself have been completely severed. Her electric potential pulse control was determined to be unstable, but neither medicine nor nanomachine-based glial supplements had any effect.
It's weird that restoring her membrane electrical potential didn't do anything.
Yes. But now your waveform, the particular wavelength you possess, is making up for her deficiency.
That was a lot of techno-babble being thrown at me.
I hear my dad is researching treatment for me too. He's making a realian that's a lot like a human, and he's gonna make it so my senses are always linked up with it. That way, I won't have to make my mom sad anymore.
Sakura, you sure have nice parents.
What about you? Your dad is Dr. Yuriev, right? Don't you have a mom?
Yeah, we have one. Genetically speaking, anyway. She had a healthy ovum with a perfect set of chromosomes. That's all we really know about her.
How come you're not looking for her? Don't you want to meet her?
What's the point? So I can say, hi, you're the mother of a bunch of genetically engineered bioweapons?
Don't say that. You're not a weapon. You're a wonderful boy.
Oh, yeah? The only time we can leave the Institute is when there's a war going on.
Hey, Rubido. I have a favor to ask of you. My little sister is gonna be born soon. She's kinda different from a normal sister. I mean, my mom won't be giving birth to her, but my mother and sister. I want you to look after them for me, okay?
Okay, if she's your sister, I'll look after her. Like she was my own.
You promise?
Of course, leave it to me.
Good night, Rubido. See you tomorrow.
Emotions. Follow the phantoms.
Yep. All right, so, because we're still learning more about this disease or whatever it is, this hypersensitivity.
Yep.
It was a lot of jargon, and I didn't quite catch what all was being said, but the gist that I got from it, and you let me know if I'm right or not, is that whatever this is that's affecting her from the UMN is basically separating Sakura's ability to process external stimuli and interact with it. Like, so she can intake the information, but she can't output anything.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly right. I mean, it's a central nervous system disorder, so it's not that she can't think or anything. It's essentially nearly locked-in syndrome in a sci-fi sense. I don't know. You're familiar with locked-in?
Yeah. That's what I was about to say. It kind of feels like she's kind of locked in her mind. Her body can't interact with it.
Yeah. So the difference is, people with locked-in syndrome, they're able to think. They can technically see, but they have no actual control over their bodies. Sakura seems able, like she was playing the piano in that scene, so she seems able to do things. And when she says, when oh my god, when Dr. Mizrahi was saying that Sakura couldn't express herself, I don't think that's quite right, because music is a form of expression, but she can't talk or anything like that.
Right. There's no emotional outward expression of what she's processing.
Exactly.
So you practice along with her piano. If you're that interested in her, why don't you just stay there in virtual space? I'm sure she'd like that too.
It's not like that.
Your concentration's been slipping lately, Rubido. It's almost time for our training in the Udu simulator. You know that, right?
Hey, I know all about it. I'm the Link Master. I'll fulfill the mission.
I can trust you, right? As long as you're here, I don't have to be afraid of Udu, right?
Of course. Pull yourself together. We're the variants. Your waveform's way beyond the standard URTV.
Yeah, what happened? He went from a crybaby to like psychopath.
What indeed. Back in the building.
These running segments.
Yeah, it's
kind of. It kind of feels like a fancy version of the exposition chair.
A little bit, yeah. It's like, why bother with this? Like, just show the cutscenes and then drop me off in the dungeon. I mean, come on.
That's okay. It's still better than the exposition chair, for sure.
Yeah. Here we go. I think we go in here. It's the exposition hallway.
That's right. The exposition encephalon. Ooh, a fourth one?
Hello.
Pleased to meet you, number 666, Rubido. I am URTV number 668. You may call me Citrine.
I was so close.
668?
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen a female type before.
Don't be so surprised. The original fertilized eggs had both X and Y stock. I am an X type, designed to preserve the egg's mtDNA. We'd be in trouble if the project hit a dead end with nothing but just use simple Y types.
I'd heard there was a girl's word somewhere.
I thought the missing number was dead.
It's certainly true that a lot of units were disposed of. Unlike you male types, we have only 9 female types remaining. It's a shame, because theoretically we are superior.
Disposed of?
Her
Who do you
headband
think
is
you are?
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And just who do you think you are, Rubido? We aren't normal children, you know. Even if we lost control of our waveform and died, we wouldn't have the luxury of complaining about it.
Yeah, so there are 9 female types, and there are 668 male types. So it's 677, at least in this batch of URTVs that Rubido, Negrito, and Albedo are a part of.
Citrine!
Yep, and we finally have met 668, the 4th, quote-unquote, horseman, if you will, and the other alchemical part of the process that we were missing before.
Yeah. Interesting. Anima and animus. Anyway. Yeah, there's definitely, like, the influences of Xenogears are a little more obvious in this one than they are in the first.
Oh, yeah.
Or at least some of the correlating underlying themes.
What do you mean?
Seem to be, well, like, Like we've got this council, senate, bunch of people on screens, right? Which we attributed to the Digimen and Xenogears, but like general idea is that there's this digital space where you have all these screens and people discussing a governing body, right? And then you've got like the Patriarch and Helmer, which are unique individuals, but like the Patriarch kind of has a bit of a Cain energy to him.
Interesting.
I don't think he's exclusive to that, but like he's just unique enough to be different from like all the other senators or whatever they are.
On a mechanical note, it's really hard to RP walk with Shia on here. Go ahead.
And then we've had talks of like vessels of anima, right? Which we have the anima relics and Xenogears, and we have the ES units,
right?
Which are very close to like Omnigears, and so there's just a lot of like correlating pieces, even if they're not narratively or the same thing.
Right. Yeah, a lot of the same concepts were used, and they were used a lot more explicitly in this game than in the last one.
Right.
What's interesting is, and I don't know a lot about it, but apparently the Xenoblade Chronicles series does a very similar thing in that the first one is they're kind of just trying to do something kind of fresh and new, and then starting in the second one, you start to see a lot of Perfect Works type themes and concepts begin to show up in it. Now, I don't know what those are. Like, I think maybe there's some equivalent to the Zohar that begins to show up in Xenoblade. But yeah, like, that's what I've heard. So it is interesting that Blade follows a similar pattern to what Saga is kind of doing. And you're going to see more and more stuff that remind you of Xenogears even before this episode's done. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure a lot of it is just trying to get this story out, or the themes, but trying to get the overall narrative out in a way that they're satisfied with.
Right.
And you talk about how Xenogears came under crunch, and Xenosaga came under a crunch on production.
Right.
I mean, like you said, this was supposed to be 6 games, and they condensed it into 3. And condensed is a very generous term.
And the original conception was 6 games. When this game was coming out, it was estimated to be 4, and then it became 3. So in general, you can take this game as episode 2, and then episode 3 is kind of trying to stand in for the final 2 games in the arc, because 5 and 6 were going to do something completely different. So
gotcha.
Yeah, but I think it was this huge, massive project at first, and it kept getting condensed little by little into what we got, which was the trilogy.
So I feel like because Xenoblade has been doing so much better, they're able to put out their refinement of their narrative that they've been trying to get out for over a decade now.
Yep.
Right? That's showing up in pieces in Xenogears and Xenosaga. So
yeah, and Xenoblade has other things like Chronicles X and a couple of other, like, from what I understand, it's just a much more complete vision of what I think they were trying to do with Xenosaga, which is to create kind of a larger world, a larger universe, if you will. And it seems, from what I've heard, it's a lot more unified than Xenosaga is extremely fragmented in what it is attempting to do.
Yeah, makes sense.
Let us continue.
I can't stand them. Shh. Just look at them. They don't even have wills of their own. All of them together just form one collective consciousness. Why is everyone up to 665 like that?
The standard types have weak anti-waveforms. It's not their fault they were born that way.
Yuck.
This is not a drill. You will initiate a UMN dive into the subconscious domain of the sleeping patient and repair her sensory impairment. This mission will also serve as valuable anti-Udu training for you.
Your descent target is a white beach. This beach is a subjective image, created by the patient that exists below her consciousness. Within it lies whatever is obstructing her neural connection. We want you to identify and eliminate it.
The beach? I've never been to the beach. We'll definitely have to go sometime.
Oh yeah, the beach.
Gotta have our beach episode.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why are you the leader? Number 666? You're a variant. You're a monster. Shut up, you losers! Don't make fun of Rubido! Your power doesn't even come close to his!
That's enough, Albedo. They're not our enemies. It's all right, Rubido. We both believe in you.
I'm Jack in. To
All
the
right.
Matrix.
And at this point, we're finally into the dungeon proper.
Wow.
Wow.
The target point is the beach. We should reach it if we proceed north through the forest. Let's go.
Wow. All right, so we've made it here at the gas station. I'm gonna blow up a couple things here real quick.
Gas station. What is this? Persona 4 Golden?
Maybe. There's 2 revive S's here. And over here, you can blow up this door. Look at this. Surprise and discovery. Dogs love Grace. Dog food. Ah.
Grace Onan?
Anyway, goodbye.
Oh.
Yeah, I do not recall what that actually does, but yeah, you can feel free to rip that up. At this point, I am going to swap to another file. If I remember how to do this. There we go. Don't mind me just randomly pausing. So I did take a little bit of time and grind it up, so we're going to be continuing from here. Which is right where we are, right where we just appeared. And as always, feel free to pause the video if you want to read all that. But it's basically what we just saw. Alright, so I've done a little bit of grinding, as you can tell.
Cool. Only a little?
Just a little bit, yeah. A little bit of grinding.
Just a little more strength.
So, yeah, just a little more strength. So, my main goal here was to learn a bunch of skills. So I went ahead and took out a bunch of stuff here.
Wow.
Yeah, and this memory is an important one to have on everybody. Down here is Psycho Pocket, which we made a big deal about. Everyone has it at this point. And then there's a bunch of passive skills, and you can do this at this point because you get class points for leveling up all of these that are complete. So ones that have 4. So you don't get class points for these because we're missing one.
Gotcha.
But yeah, there's some pretty good stuff, and at a certain point you'll hit kind of an impasse. As you can tell, I can't go into these because I don't have the class points for them. Because I've basically kind of run out of class points while trying to, and I can't remember how to navigate this freaking menu. Refresh H is good because you can remove status effects to go to H status. So there's like a low and a high version of status effects. If it goes to a high version, you can't cure it with Refresh L. which is all the way
okay.
back here, I think. Was it on one? I don't remember where it is.
Regardless.
Anyway, yeah. But yeah, there's some stuff up here that's really nice. In particular, damage minus 10. Just straight up 10% damage cut off of any damage that you receive.
Wow. Okay.
It's beautiful. Another thing I did want to point out here is Momo I don't have up to any level 4 skills, but I did learn some interesting stuff with her. Guard is a nice one. And it says when guarding, I believe that's when you stock, you're in guard.
Okay.
She also knows quick, which is cool. There was something else I had learned with her. Maybe it was in 2. Anyway, I made sure to get as many ethers. She's a very high ether character. She has 72 ether points. So does Shion. She's a high ether character as well. As you can tell, Kos-mos and Ziggy have way more HP than everyone else. The other thing to point out here... Oh yeah, these are just the ones I can use. So, you're going to want to make sure you get all the sword skills on everyone. And I'm so used to X being the confirm button. So, I'll actually just show this, then we'll move on here. I think... Yeah. These imbue the attack of somebody with the elemental. So Ice, Flame, Thunder, Aura. So you're going to want to match a boss's elemental weakness, and we'll demonstrate this on bosses going forward in order to chain the elements together, basically. So that's very important to learn, and then learn your support skills as well.
Yeah.
So going through this area, this box, which I didn't blow up before, has a monster in it.
Oh, okay.
We'll fight him. And we can see we have Kos-mos. Oh my god!
Covert effect active.
Kos-mos!
Materialization complete.
Oh, right. I forgot her voice isn't the same. I loathe your charm.
There is one thing about her that's similar, though, to her last appearance.
Giant weapons?
Also that. Let's just go ahead. Still has the same call out.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so this is kind of the standard way you're going to want to do fights, is stock up as much as you can. Now, I think, if I remember right, let's see what we can do here.
Eat this.
Yeah, so the skill point ×2 there.
Are these supposed to be Gnosis type enemies?
Yes.
Because we haven't really seen any Gnosis yet.
Yeah, I believe these are G-types. They've got that ghostly appearance. But they're really, like, this one's called Expression. This one's Necessity. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, kind of funny. Let's see if we can do this.
Well, we are exploring the internal workings of a being's brain, so...
Exactly.
I kind of like the big guy with the axe, because he's got the one giant hand and then like the two skinny ones trying to wield this unwieldy axe.
Yeah, indeed. Oh yeah, here, let me, Alright, so I'm gonna boost Junior here. Now, one thing to note here, if you press triangle on an ether, that can combine with another one. So this is Analyze plus Psycho Pocket. That's Pocket Rare. So we're gonna just use it on... So we get Analyze, which is cool.
Oh.
And we steal his rare, Medkit S, which we didn't need at all, but, you know.
Still, it's cool to show off the ability.
Yep. Kind of overkilled him.
A little bit.
Alright, I'm gonna get Kos-mos some stock here to show off her ability to air enemies, which is very handy. One thing I did want to cover, I think I mentioned this before, I prefer airing enemies to downing them. And if this goes the way I think it will, I'll show you why. Yeah, so he was already dead.
Enemies have been exterminated.
But to explain, when you air an enemy, you can continue to combo by boosting all of your party members into chaining the attack. But once that's done, the enemy will fall to the ground and be grounded, which is very handy. Also, when you're going up this way, go ahead and hit that. Try to piss him off, and then you can fight him, and you get extra stock, which is nice.
Yes.
But yeah, if you air an enemy and then your attack runs out, they'll be grounded, which is pretty cool. Grounded and aired enemies, though, they get the same damage boost, so there will be times when you're going to need to ground enemies. Don't worry about it, you're going to get the same amount of... It's 2 times damage if they're aired or grounded. And if they're broken, so if you hit their zones and you break them, you'll get 1.5 times damage. So like this, he's taking 1.5 right here.
Nice.
Eat this.
Wow. Get out of here.
I'll be sure to send you some flowers.
Get out of here.
I'll be sure to send you some flowers.
And obviously you do not need to be level 40 to get through this section. I just overkill leveling all the time, so you know me, if you've seen any playthroughs I've been driving, I just get insane amounts of levels.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with doing this, though, in this game. You're not punished for grinding up early.
You can't get away from my sensors.
Her voice acting cracks me up in this game.
I miss Magical Girl transformation.
Yes, indeed.
But the bow's kind of cool. Will Kos-mos get a new outfit too?
Yes, she will.
In this game?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
There are also swimsuits for every party member, but they are abilities. We just... Goodbye.
Yeah, we saw Ziggy's swimsuit in one of the previous episodes.
Yeah, and I can equip them if you want to see the current parties.
If you need to.
Eat this.
Yeah, we'll show them off.
Eat this. Eat this.
Crunch, 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 crunch.
Let's call it a day.
Yeah, I've gotten very used to this combat system again. It's like riding a bike, because I played this game like crazy back in the day. So if you want to use the swimsuits, I think I've shown this before, you don't go into the skills menu, you go into the status menu here. So I'm currently running damage minus 10, so I'm going to put swimsuit over the dex plus 2 for Junior, vit plus 2, and then she doesn't have the damage one, so I'll just put it over Eva plus 2. But the swimsuit ability, additional 10 to 15% damage. The damage minus 10 basically mitigates that, but you have to use 2 slots if you want to do that, and you only have 3, so, you know, feel free if you're fighting monsters that you want a lot of skill points from, but you're taking huge amounts of damage, just feel free to stack them, but there will be better uses. Break this box. I've already gotten it, but in this box, I believe, is a... 2 medkit M's. That's right.
Now we're gonna head back south and go to the right.
Now we're gonna move on. New tasty flavor. Refresh yourself.
Wait, is that box to the right not where we're supposed to go? Behind the sign?
Nope.
Okay.
We'll go take a look at it.
Okay.
Virginia Bright.
Oh, you can't even break that box. Okay.
Nope. The box is just there. The box is invincible. That's that makes me mad.
I don't know if we talked about it on video or not, but Dan and I have talked about how we should rank a game by how destructible the environment is.
Yep. This game is okay in that sense.
Yeah. I was like, well, Lego games are probably at the top of the list because virtually everything is destructible in those games.
Everything gets broken down into Lego blocks, yeah.
And then rebuild them. But if you have any suggestions for the tier of breakable objects, feel free to put them in the comments.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Wasn't there a game back in the day when this was first starting to become a thing that was like really famous for you could blow up the whole environment? Before Minecraft.
I don't recall. I'm sure there was. And I know there's some newer games out now that's pretty much the entire point of the game is just blow up everything.
You can't get away from my sensors.
Right.
Oh, here's some suits. Cute.
Yep.
Is that a move? I loathe your charm?
Yeah, I don't know. It's some kind of... I'm not really sure what the callouts are supposed to do. It's a little weird. Let's see if I can crunch him.
Eat this. Eat this.
Yeah, these are the swib suits. I'll use them when I need to level up, but in general I don't use them outside of that, although I do like the design of a few of them.
Has to do with the damage, though, right? Why you don't use them outside of needing to level.
That's right, yeah. Usually I will just use the standard outfit for most people.
Man, our bow does so much damage.
Yeah, Momo is broken powerful in this game.
It makes me lament how bad Shauna and Miranda feel by comparison.
Yep.
In Legend of Dragoon.
Yep, exactly.
It's kind of rough, yo.
Yeah. Yeah, it's exceptionally unfortunate. And there was opportunity to make them a lot better, too.
Yeah. Honestly, just giving them additions would have made a huge difference. I'm not really sure why they chose not to do that.
Even if it was just Miranda, I think they ran out of time in certain parts of the game. I'm pretty sure.
That makes sense.
You can't get away from my sensors.
Alright, we got an enemy that I have not fought before here.
Vacillation. Ooh.
Vacillation.
That's such a good word, vacillation.
Vacillation is interesting because it has the zone ABB, so we're going to take care of the other two first, but then we will deal with Vacillation.
It looks like a lizard man.
I loathe your child.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's interesting. We've reached an era in gaming. And I don't know... I don't know. It's hard to tell if it's actually a good thing or not. But there was, 10, 15 years ago, we used to get games like every 2 to 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're in a spot where, like, we're waiting 6 or 7, sometimes even 10 for new or sequel game experiences.
Yeah.
And...
They're more technically complex.
Right.
That's one aspect of it.
Yeah, and that's why I'm just kind of like mulling over it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because there is an element of the technological demand,
right.
Especially when we get into things like Unreal Engine 5, right? We're talking about hyper realism to the point that I'm sitting at a lake and going, that water looks like it might be CG animated. Hold up.
So
yeah.
Hang on. Let me cut in here. So I just used the circle attack with Junior to get the A zone, and then we're gonna break with Kos-mos, and then air. Yeah. So it blocks air, but it's broken, so we're able to crunch through it. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. So just I understand that there's a technological demand, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what feels like is happening is not only are we getting longer turnarounds for games, which in and of itself I wouldn't have a problem with if they weren't also getting released with like what feels like half measures and bugs.
Yep.
A lot of times, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're spending all this money to produce this game, and yet you have to release, you have like day one patches that you have to release, or, which that's not as
There it
offensive
is.
as...
So note, he's down. Yeah, I didn't quite kill him with Kos-mos, so now he's down. I could finish him. I'm gonna go for the skill. Go ahead.
Yeah. First day patches to fix something that you may have missed is fine. You know, that's not quite as offensive as like DLC that's required to have a full game experience.
Right.
All right, let's call it a day.
So I don't know. I find it hard because there's a nuanced take to that. How much of it is business greed and how much of it is like just the demands of what you're trying to create, you know? And it's made even harder when I can see these small teams of like 6 create a passion project that's on par with AA, AAA games, even if it's not like hyper realistic. And the quality and the narrative is so much better than these AAA games. So
we've
Forbidden
uncovered
Device.
a forbidden device.
An encephalon dive device.
It appears to be an encephalon dive device.
What does that mean?
Well, we're in an encephalon dive, but this is an encephalon dive device. Well, what is happening?
We must go further in.
More layers until we get to, oh god, what was it called in Inception? The lowest part of dreams.
I don't know. Inception?
No. No, if you've seen Inception, you'll know what I'm referring to, but it's the lowest part of the lowest layer of dreams that you can't wake up from, basically.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
Yeah. It's right on the tip of my tongue. It's some cool word.
I'm sure it is.
Anyway. Yeah, I mean, it is funny because a lot of AAA games, you know, I think they're pretty decent, but I do know what you mean there, where it's just like, wait, what am I paying for here?
Right. And to be clear, I'm not saying it's like every game, right?
Right.
But there's definitely like this saturation of remasters and sequels that have been taken to an extent that I would never expect sequels to be taken to.
Reboots, remasters,
remasters.
Soft reboots, yeah.
Right, and to be clear, I don't dislike remasters. I think it's worthwhile bringing games from our past to be accessible in the now. I think that's valuable to have.
I think, yeah. There are several remasters that have come out recently that I really like. I haven't played it yet, but the Lunar Collection remaster I hear is pretty good.
Right.
There's some... I don't think we can do anything with this. There's some discussion, I think, happening over the voice acting direction, but they basically had to go a certain direction with that in the remaster, and it plays extremely well from what I understand. My personal favorite is Saga Frontier Remastered. I think it's a very, very well done remaster. But there have been some where people haven't been too satisfied with the way, because it seems like they've kind of phoned it in a little bit.
Right. Yeah.
So you gotta walk a line there, right? I can't even think of one that I was dissatisfied with, but I know there's at least one of them.
Sure, yeah.
Years.
And I'm fine with, again, I'm fine with remasters to make them accessible, especially if you're talking about older games being brought forward, right?
Right.
An example of a game that I was like, why are we remastering this one?
Filbert effect active. Gnosis
Is actually,
materialization
and people will probably disagree with me on this, and that's fine, but like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom has like an HD upgrade.
On Switch 2, right?
Switch 2, yeah. Which, on the one hand, is fine. It's hard to believe, but Breath of the Wild's been out for like 10 years. But it's still accessible on modern consoles. And I would much rather have seen that energy put into something like Ocarina of Time remake, or not remake, but remaster, or Link to the Past, or, you know, something, it can still be a Zelda game, but something that's from previous console generations further back would be something that I would prefer personally, because that makes it more accessible and people get to experience that in a way that isn't normal. Now, admittedly, Link to the Past is a bad example because there's the virtual console.
Worlds? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Link Between Worlds too. And yeah, DS games aren't accessible anymore, right? Unless you like go digging for them.
They were no match.
I know one that there were a lot of complaints about. Dark Souls Remastered. Which I liked the remaster, to be clear. I liked that it was kind of freed from certain things that Prepare to Die Edition kind of had trouble with. Certain live gaming services, shall we say. But yeah, I mean, there were a lot of observations of the technical aspects of it where it was just like, did we really need this remaster?
Right, yeah, of course.
With her on our side, we can't.
So yeah, all that to say is I like that we have those. But what I feel that we're losing like unique new IPs, which is why I love the indie scene, because those are going to be like fresh new takes on new things or reimagining of things that already exist. Clair Obscura is a great example of this. It's a really good game. It explores a really thought-provoking aspect of like grief and death and all of that, right? Lost Odyssey is another good game example of that really explores these good narratives, but it's unique in its own flavor. There is no like sequel to Lost Odyssey.
Right. So real quick, with this expression enemy, I don't know if you noticed, but I broke and was attempting to finish with Momo. I hit the break zone. Expression will counter boost if you hit their break zone. So watch this. I think it'll do it again. Okay, it didn't do it that time, but the first time you break it, I think when it says whatever it's saying, it's going to counter boost and try to jump in front. So I couldn't kill it on the skill reel because I'm trying to kill everything on the skill reel just to stockpile skill points.
Sure.
Just something I encourage you to do, especially if you're just playing through, you don't really feel like grinding. Just try to get everything on the skill reel. So this is a good example actually. So what I'm going to do here, only Momo is present. We're on the critical reel. I'm going to do one boost, fire once. All right, now we got Junior. I'm out of boost gauge, but I think that'll change. Yep. So now that's break, and then I can have Kos-mos finish, and I got on the skill. So remember, if you want to boost twice to finish an enemy, start on the critical one. If you want to boost once, start on the one right before, which is the boost reel.
Yeah, and they're always in the same order, so you always know when the next one's going to be skill.
Exactly.
Anywho, all that to say is, you know, we're getting ready to play another HD remake of another game.
True.
So
that's true. Yeah, that's coming up.
I'll take care of support.
Not after this one, but after the other game we're playing, Sea of Stars. The Throes of the Watchmaker DLC, which is great, by the way. That game is awesome. But yeah, we got an HD remake coming up on the channel.
Yeah. I really appreciate that Sabotage made a whole DLC and didn't charge a penny for it.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, like I don't have that expectation for every company, especially depending on what the DLC is, right?
Right.
But it feels like the DLC that they dropped for Sea of Stars feels like one I'd be willing to put money on, versus like, let's take Grand Blue, for example. I like the game, but a lot of the DLCs are cosmetics, and they're like, why not just include these in the game? Why are you charging me $3 for some skins? Right?
There are a couple of character unlocks that are DLC in that game too.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. I have qualms with some stuff like that because it feels incomplete.
Right.
Depending on when it was released, especially.
That is fair. Okay, so we've taken a little damage. I'm going to demonstrate another cool thing here. So Kos-mos is doing fine, but Junior and Momo could probably use some healing. So one thing we could do here is we could pull out Medica All for 10 EP, low HP recovery. It's basically Medica on everyone. Or we can boost and hit triangle here and do double Medica 2. Just mid HP recovery to everyone.
Oh, that's handy.
Yeah. It's extremely useful, and it's cheaper than Medica All. You just need to be able to boost to do it.
Yeah, that's real nice.
Yeah. Let's see here. Okay, I think we're good enough here. Oh, no, actually. Yeah, we're good.
I think I like the idea that the boost gauge is a singular resource rather than being party member specific.
Yep. Skill point times 10. Look at that.
I'll be sure to send you some flowers.
Because that's I don't
like
think
it
I
better.
caught that necessarily, but like Xenosaga 1, it was all specific to a character, right?
Yeah, everyone had their own boost gauge. That's right.
Yeah. So having a singular boost gauge, it means you can use it a little bit more frequently and more like freely depending on who you want to boost.
Skill upgrade B here. Yeah, it's nice. And the boost gauge goes up very quickly in this game. It was sort of hard to retain boost, which is why Boost 1 was such a useful skill in Episode 1. Now, the battle system was kind of tailored around it being that way, but, yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. I don't think we can go down that way.
There's a broken tree somewhere?
Yeah, so we can't get down that way just yet, but we can go all the way to the right here. Head on down here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna take the left one first. We have more Gnosis to kill. Ah!
Gnosis, quote unquote.
Gnosis.
Ganasty Gnork.
With her on our side, we can't lose.
Spyro is a great example of a remaster that is just so good.
I've heard that was a really good remaster, yeah. The trilogy, right?
Yeah, I played through it. It's a lot of fun. And it's a great example of like the kind of remasters that you and I typically like. Like, it's not a full remake like Rebirth and FF7 Remake is.
Right.
It's literally just a much higher quality graphical configuration, and I think they tweaked the like movement and stuff just a little bit because of the sensitivity of newer technology.
Sure, yeah.
But in general, it plays just like the original game does. And all they did was create the new recreate the environments and then applied the game to it.
Wasn't Spyro in like the Skylanders game or something?
Yeah, so Spyro has had an interesting life because you have the original Spyro trilogy, right? Which is Spyro the Dragon, then you've got Ripto's Rage, and then Year of the Dragon, I think, is the third one.
Right.
And those are their own standalone thing. And then there's a second Spyro trilogy that came out for PS2. And I don't remember what all those names are, but it's much more narrative focus, and it's just a different experience. I think they're good games, but it's a very different experience. And then after that, you have Skylanders.
Blast in there. Yeah. Which Skylanders, from what I understand, Spyro couldn't even really fly or anything?
No, he can't really fly. No, he's a character amongst a bunch of other characters. It had its own like little panel that was akin to amiibos of sorts, because you would put like figures on the panel and you would be able to play as that figure.
Sort of reminds me of Starlink, the game, where it was like, this is the Star Fox game, and it's like, is it Star Fox? Are we sure?
Yeah, no, it's yeah. So Skylanders It was all right. I remember playing it and enjoying some of it, but it's not my cup of tea long term. So,
seems fair to me.
yeah, like it was okay. I think it was a little more kid friendly, I guess is the way to put it. Not that it didn't have its challenges, but like
marketed to kids.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, it's toys, you know. But that being said, I don't remember how accurate this is, but there have been like rumor mill stuff of like a new Spyro being created.
Right.
That's more in line with the first three. So that would be fun to see that come to fruition. And I think the same is true for Banjo-Kazooie.
Bye-bye.
So, I don't know though.
So, one thing that was interesting there is I just broke an enemy that had a BC zone. I needed to use my CC attack. So it was BC and then C was incorrect, but I still got the break. So if you ever need to do that, like if you've got Momo and she can hit the B zone and then you've got BC, you just do a CC or a CB with your next character and it will break them, even if it's an extra input there. So, yeah, the nuances of this battle system. I really do feel like I can be a little more vocal about this now. So I really do feel like this battle system was designed. Oh, I missed it. With the bosses in mind, more so than random encounters. I find myself enjoying the random encounters on foot of Xenosaga 1 a little more than in this game, just because it's so many steps.
Sure, yeah.
It is fun, but it takes a while. It's a tree.
Like a bunch of places you can interact with stuff, but like it won't let you, and it's strange.
Yep.
It's really nice when trees fall in the perfect angle with the perfect level of like rampage.
Indeed.
All right.
Let's see.
To the next
here.
screen.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, so I broke that down, but it's not necessary to cross it just yet.
Is it like a shortcut back or something?
I believe that's what it is, yes.
And
I believe we're going to be running into a new enemy right here.
About to find out.
We've got no time for wusses like you.
Whoa.
Information type.
Started with a missile launcher.
You can summon little biplanes.
What a weird enemy.
Yeah, so these are BB zone. They can...
What? What?
Yeah, that's their desperation attack. So when you kill them, they can fire that off, and it'll do damage to everyone.
What a weird enemy.
Oh yeah. That one didn't do it that time.
I kind of like them.
Yeah, they're bizarre. All right. Could be a box around here. Oh, there's a box.
That's looks like a rock to me.
Further than the rock.
What? Oh, sorry. Yes, I see the box further on. I was looking at what you had targeted.
Okay, there's a rock here. I'm trying.
What happens if you blow up the rocks?
We are going to blow up some rocks. Okay.
And the heart rocks?
Yeah. We're going to get rid of that rock.
Does order of rock destruction matter?
Not order, but which ones you destroy matter. So what I was doing was counting which ones I needed to destroy.
I see.
From the left, destroy the first two, And then...
Oh, I see, because it determines where the log stops. I gotcha.
Yeah, so now we can get across the box.
Okie dokies.
We blow it up.
Get the item.
Decoder number 4.
Nice.
Definitely want. Alright, and I think... Yeah, there's one more rock there.
Perfect. So if you guys have been listening to us discuss remakes and new stuff, let us know your thoughts in the comments.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, there have been some that I have understood the technical aspects of kind of grievances against them, but I've enjoyed them anyway.
Sure.
Nocturne Remaster, I think, drew some criticism, but I greatly enjoyed it. Had some voice acting, had a lot of quality of life improvements, which... Nocturne, if you play the original, you know exactly what I mean when I say it's kind of dated in certain aspects. I love it. I will play the original, but the remake just has such nice stuff. It's just kind of subject to Atlas's DLC strategy, which can be a little annoying to deal with.
Looking at you, secondary release of any Persona game for the quote-unquote full game.
Yeah. Saving the slot 2 here. There we go.
I think...
Don't mind the extra 30 hours, it's fine.
Right. I think the game that did it like most egregiously for me was actually Final Fantasy 15. Because every time I've talked about my frustrations with 15 and how the narrative feels like it's missing pieces is the easiest way to put that. Like, I could go into more depth, but just to kind of keep it succinct. Almost every time I've brought it up, someone's been like, well, that's because you got to play the 3 DLC and watch the movie to get the full story. And I'm like, I shouldn't have to do that.
Yeah.
I should never have to do that. This is actually a complaint I had about Kingdom Hearts, and I love the Kingdom Hearts series, but like, I shouldn't have to buy a game for 18 different systems to get the full story, especially when you have them numbered 1, 2, and 3, and then you've got all the stuff in between. Like, I'm fine with secondary stories and stuff that brings it out and, you know, like, makes the narrative more robust, but at the end of the day, I should be able to go from 1 to 2 and not be confused.
Yeah, with
about
Kingdom
what's happening.
Hearts. Yeah, with Kingdom Hearts early on, I didn't have as big of a problem with it because I played 1. I didn't play Chain of Memories, but then I played 2, and I didn't really feel like I was missing a lot.
Yeah, 2 is not as bad as 3 because 3 has like
3 you need
4
to
or
play
5
like,
different games in it.
Yeah, like 15 different games in order to play it to its fullest extent.
Yeah, if you've never played anything in between, especially, like, even if you don't do them all, there are, like, a handful that are really important to do, Birth by Sleep being one of them. Like, if you don't have Birth by Sleep under your belt narratively, you have no idea why you're even fighting the final boss. Like, why he's even there. You know, you just don't get it. So...
I'm trying something here, but yeah, absolutely. It's kind of funny because if you go into it, so it's in a weird spot in my opinion, right? So if you go into it and it's this like heavily narrative based RPG. I guess, is there anything over here? Anyway, but you could play it like, I'm just gonna hit things with my key sword for a little bit, and it'll be fun and stuff. Like, you can do that, but you're not gonna have any idea what the hell is going on.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why they didn't have us do this, is because it's entirely pointless.
Yeah. And like, the caveat for Kingdom Hearts, for me at least, is that they're all completed games, even if the narrative is spread across different like systems. And they did make it more accessible by releasing like 1.5, 2.5, and 2.8 or whatever.
Right.
So you know, at least you can get access to those in one single place now, but at the time it was super frustrating.
Oh yeah. It's a whole collection now.
Yeah. Yep. You can buy the trilogy.
Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, we have gotten a good ways into this dungeon. Importantly, we got through a bunch of the cutscenes here. There are plenty more to come in this dungeon, but I think we are about at time here, so we're going to go ahead and save.
I have been writing down questions, by the way. I know we haven't talked a whole lot of lore this episode, but I want to, like, parse through some of the stuff that we just got slammed in our face this episode to really kind of figure out what my questions are there.
Yeah.
So.
This level 3 Class D is pretty nice if you can get it. This is basically just status effect resistance you're going to get just all the time because it's that mastery type of skill. So. But
like
yeah.
the passive or whatever?
Yeah, exactly. There are a couple of them. Like, these are also all passives. So they just make you tougher, basically. Any of these with that, they just give you, as opposed to these, which you have to equip. So if you know you're going to be fighting a boss that does a lot of ice attacks, you could put Ice Coat on people.
Sure, yeah.
Yep. I do have most everybody leveled up. The exception really is Shion, which she's in a pretty good spot, but I have intentionally held back on class points with her and skill points on anything that I couldn't complete other than giving her Psycho Pocket. Just so she is... there will come a point with her where I'm going to want her to be pretty adaptable. So, yeah, but everybody else I've got, you know, basically I've used all their class points up. So they're all in a pretty good spot, and, you know, at a certain point we're going to be getting more skills unlocked, and so we'll be completing everybody with skills. But this party right here is probably my favorite one. It's because I like airing enemies. Momo is incredibly powerful, and Junior is just very versatile. He's similar to Momo, but not quite as powerful with his physical attacks. But he is a full attacker as opposed to a support, so he has triangle, square, and circle.
Right.
And he doesn't have an element attached to him, and he doesn't air or ground enemies, so he can go into basically any party. So.
Fair enough.
Let's see. Okay, we have the decoder for 4, but not the address yet.
Right.
And address, decoder only for 11. So yeah, we'll be completing the segment file as well. There's 18, just like in episode 1, so yeah. But yeah, next time we're going to be continuing the, this is the Subconscious Domain Summer. We're going to be continuing that next time. And this is essentially the last hurrah of Disc 1 of Episode 2. So once we complete this dungeon, we're going to be entering Disc 2. Which Disc 2 kind of has the vast majority of the game on it. I really feel like they just put a lot of cutscenes on Disc 1, and that's why it just seems to end like that, because it's just... You arrive on Milsha, you're doing a bunch of stuff, there's cutscenes and everything, and then, hey, Disc 2, and here are the major events of the game.
Right. I mean, it happens.
That is true.
Well, thank you for joining us. Either way, we're so glad to have you here. We hope you've been enjoying it. If you have any thoughts or comments on what's happened so far in the game, please no spoilers for those who haven't seen or experienced this game yet. But please leave comments in the below and subscribe and like and do all those things, because it really helps us out and we appreciate your patronage. And speaking of which, don't forget to check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/GameShenanigans, or on Blue Sky, or on Instagram and all that other stuff. We are in a few different places.
We're everywhere.
Right. But outside of that, thank you so much for letting us be a part of your day, and we do hope it is an amazing one. And we'll see you all in the next video.
See you next time.
Bye-bye now. Diddly diddly do 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 do. Thanks for watching.